morning to all of you. Today in economics, I am going to continue the same lesson 3 production analysis. Learning objectives: to know an ISO cost line, to understand producer's equilibrium, to know Cobb-Douglas production function. First, let us see the ISO cost line. The ISO cost line is an important component in analyzing producer's behavior. The ISO cost line illustrates all the possible combinations of two factors, that is labor and capital, that can be used at a given cost and for a given producer's budget. What do you mean by ISO cost line? The ISO cost line shows different combination of factors, labor and capital, that can be purchased at a certain amount of money. The ISO cost line is very much useful to the producer, gives information on factor prices and financial resources of the firm. It is otherwise, ISO cost line is otherwise called as ISO price line, ISO income line, ISO expenditure line or total outlay curve. Suppose that a producer has a total budget rupees 120. The producer's total budget 120, and for producing a certain level of output, he has to spend this amount on two factors, that is labor and capital. Prices of factors labor and capital. Labor amount rupees 30, capital rupees 10. Capital 10, labor 30. There are 5 combinations of capital and labor, like A, B, C, D, E. These are the 5 combinations of capital and labor. A combination represents 4 units of capital, 0 units of labor. B combination shows 3 units of capital, 3 units of labor. C combination 2 units of capital, 6 units of labor. And this combination cost 120. Similarly, other combination B, C, D, E cost same amount of rupees 120. From the ISO cost line, OAE is the ISO cost line. The ISO cost line shown that the cost to be incurred on capital and labor are represented by the triangle OAE. The cost incurred by the firm represented by the OAE. The line AE is called as ISO cost line. The line AE is called as ISO cost line. This is the ISO cost line. OAE shown that the cost to be incurred on capital and labor. Next, let us see producer's equilibrium. Producer equilibrium implies the situation where producer maximizes his output. It is also known as optimum combination of the factors of production. The producer manufactures a given amount of output with least cost combination of factors with his given budget. Optimum combination of factor, there is output maximization for given input, there is cost minimization for the given output. Conditions for producer's equilibrium. The two conditions that are to be fulfilled for the attainment of producer's equilibrium, that are the ISO cost line must be tangent to the ISO quant curve. The ISO cost line. Here the ISO cost line, this ISO cost line must be tangent to the ISO quant curve. This is the ISO quant curve, tangent to the ISO quant curve. Then at point of tangency, the ISO quant curve must be convex to the origin. The MRTS, marginal rate of technical substitution, labor and capital must be declining. The ISO quant curve must be the convex to the origin. These are the two conditions fulfilled to attain the producer's equilibrium. Diagrammatic explanation. X-axis measures the unit of labor, Y-axis unit of a capital. When the outlay and prices of two factors, labor and capital, are given, producer attain equilibrium. Least cost combination of factors is attained by the firm. The ISO cost line is tangent to the ISO product curve. That is the least cost combinations. The ISO cost line must be tangent to the ISO quant curve. This is the least cost curve. Profit of the firm is maximized at the point of equilibrium E. At the point of equilibrium E. Where is the equilibrium E? Here the equilibrium E. At the point of equilibrium, the slope of the ISO cost line is equal to the slope of ISO product curve. Marginal rate of technical substitution of labor and capital declining. At point E, the firm employs OM units of labor and ON units of capital. It obtains least combination or optimum combination of the two factors to produce the level of output. The other points like H, K or S lies on higher ISO cost lines, indicating that a larger outlay is required, which exceeds the financial resources of the firm. Where is the producer's equilibrium? E is the producer equilibrium, where the ISO cost line must be tangent to the ISO quant curve and the ISO quant curve convex to the origin. The M or TS of labor and capital must be declined. Next, let us see Cobb-Douglas production function. The Cobb-Douglas production function was developed by Charles W. Cobb and Paul H. Douglas based on their empirical study of American manufacturing industry. It is a linear homogeneous production function. Cobb-Douglas production function, it is a linear homogeneous production function. Linear homogeneous production function means the factors of production can be substituted, that is labor and capital, substituted for one another up to a certain extent only. Cobb-Douglas production function is a specific standard equation applied to describe how much output can be made with the capital and labor inputs. Cobb-Douglas production function can be expressed as follows. Q equal to A L alpha K beta. Q means total production, the real value of all goods produced in a year. L, labor input, person has worked in a hour. And the capital input, a measure of all machinery, equipment and buildings, the value of capital input. A, total productivity. Alpha and beta are the output elasticities of capital and labor respectively. Alpha beta values are constant. The sum of alpha and beta shows the returns to scale. The constant returns to scale, diminishing returns to scale and the increasing returns to scale. Suppose the doubling the usage of capital and labor will also double output, that is the constant returns to scale. Diminishing returns to scale means that a percentage increase in capital and labor will produce a smaller percentage increase in output. Increasing returns to scale means that a percentage increase in capital and labor will produce a larger percentage increase in output. The production function implies constant returns to scale. Cobb-Douglas production function is a linear production function and also the constant returns to scale. Cobb-Douglas production function consider only two factors, capital and labor. And the elasticity of substitution between the factors is equal to 1. Labor contributes, Cobb-Douglas production function, labor contributes 3/4 of production capital contributes 1/4 of production. Okay, students, go through the textbook, learn well. Thank you.